Hello? Okay, can we cut the music? I believe we're ready to start.
Are we live, Mr. Mark at the Moon?
What's the little light say on the YouTube panel? Okay, so we are. So much technology to take into account for such a small production, but
Too
it's
much
our
technology,
production.
brother.
You know what? That's it. We are so fortunate to have the great tech support of our team members, Shadow Man and Learjet.
Yeah, woo!
And Mr. Chad Martin of Hex Audio Visual on the soundboard that was walking around with the iPad,
Love
making
you,
everybody
Chad.
dial in. So you are here with us tonight live at the beautiful Gold Room, downtown Colorado Springs.
Yes.
Colorado, of course. And it is time once again for the weekly thing that we call The Beat Goes On Global Internet Radio Show.
It's my favorite thing to tell people about The Beat Goes On.
It's a long name, but somehow it sticks because, we've been doing this now. This is actually show number 160. And you know what? I really am excited.
And who do we have on this stage this evening at the Gold Room?
I was going to try and give them a fitting introduction because really they deserve it. Like I said before the show started, Melissa and I started talking, gosh, it was probably earlier last year. Mm-hmm. We finally met at an Insomnia Stock at Rocks in July, and as well with Jason, her husband, and I am just excited as heck to really listen to Miss Mia Asano, who seems to be just as sweet as can be, and that violin is just sounding
talented
amazing.
as can be. Oh man!
Oh my
So this is a
Beyond.
great opportunity to talk about so many things: the symbolism, the styles, the musicianship, the history of Nordic Daughter.
Woo!
But yeah. But what we always like to do is start the show off with a song because if you know anybody that should be listening right now or watching, because we are streaming this audio broadcast on KCOSdigitalmedia.com. Text that address to anybody and everybody you know and say, tune in right now. It also is the link for the YouTube stream that will be going on. And right now, everybody's in it. Somehow, sometime during the show, we'll get around to everybody's face being on the intranet.
And I'll tell you what, I've been so excited and have waited so long to see you and to hear you. Yay!
It's been since July, so please, love to hear a song by Nordic Daughter.
Woo!
Well, we're going to kick this one off. Many of you guys know Annie. This first song, Shining Like the Sun, is dedicated to her. Want to give her a little bit of love.
Shining like the sun, warming everyone.
So we love you, Annie. Thank you so much for blessing this planet.
And thank you so much for, what a kind gesture. We were all taken by great surprise about our team member, Annie. And we know that Lisa's taking great care of her and
She's
hopefully
in really good hands.
sounding in good spirits. And we appreciate all the love that everyone's provided, especially, once again, the benefit at Rocks was a great thing by everyone that put that together at Shannon and Derek's house. But this, you've been at Rocks before for Insomnia Stock, and since then, things have really just basically exploded for you guys, right?
Yeah, it's been really amazing, actually. Things have kind of exploded for all of us, right? We have been able to expand our social media reach pretty significantly since the last time we talked. We've been out to LA, to NAMM, the
Woohoo!
National Association of Music Merchandisers.
So
through
much
our
fun.
pick sponsor, Talon Guitar Picks. Shout out to you.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Grant's amazing. He designed this whole guitar pick that is focused on having 2 tips. Do you have one on each? It's got 2 tips.
that
So
would've
one's
been
like a little talon. It's beautiful.
Awesome.
I'll get you some because I'll get you some.
You know,
Cool.
and this is the cool thing about, the diversity of the bands that we have come in isn't, if it isn't enough, everyone's got specific talents and
That
crafts
is-
and endorsements, and
Yeah.
I got to say, our Facebook group page, it's also reachable through the website, like all the other links, is that Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative, which over 7,100 members now, post incessantly. I don't hardly, unless it's for the station, it's got a mind of its own.
Right.
But if you look at the membership of that group, we include luthiers, specialty, amp makers, pick makers, slide makers, any kind of makers that has anything to do with the industry. It's
Absolutely.
on that group page too. So,
Cool.
if you're looking for a special custom
Hey, I'd love to
Spanish
see it.
guitar from a real, Spanish craftsman, it's on the group page.
Nice.
Would
And
love to.
our YouTube channel, we just changed the name to Colorado Music Network because we want to make it look like we're kind of a this huge corporation, right?
That's because he's a mad scientist.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to, you have to,
Yes.
and we'll get to the marketing part later, but it's important to make sure that, you look important. I mean, that's another thing.
But it's more important to be important.
Well, but see, each and every little bits that we each and every little bit that we trademark now and in the future to include the plans of this fine young lady and her music
A
theory,
lot going on.
it's quite possible to encapsulate this total concept. Everybody kind of talks about how do we unite. Well,
Yeah,
we're doing
what are
an
the
experiment
processes?
in that, and so far 7,100 people have thought it's okay. So,
Nice.
it's free to for anybody to use for music and art. And you guys are very much into symbolism, right?
Oh, yes.
You know,
symbolism.
the picture on the event page. I love the tribe concept, right?
Yeah.
And this is more than just a musical project. This is more than that. It's deeper. And so if you will
Elaborate.
expand on that,
Yeah.
because
The concept. This
it
is
really
a great
is.
concept.
Well, we all come from some sort of root, right? And this particular group we put together because we wanted to really honor our heritage and where we come from. Jason's family, we found out, is from Sweden, thanks to Ancestry.com.
cool.
He's from Sweden.
Very
Mia is actually half Estonian. So she also has Viking and
Sweet.
yeah, Northern European heritage like that.
Beautiful.
And I am from Norway and Sweden. I'm third generation Norwegian and Swedish. So that is part of why we labeled ourselves a Nordic Daughter, right? We also really, the meaning behind the music really is like, hey, honor where you come from, but always strive to be better than your past, your history, your family lineage, which means, hey, if you were really affluent and your family was maybe not so awesome, you can rise above that. Maybe your family was really awesome and maybe you're not so awesome and you need to rise above it, you know? It doesn't matter. Either way, we've got all of this growth and work that we do as human beings, and we have to always honor our past and constantly be growing and changing and even getting into the dirty, icky parts, you know?
I mean, you guys take it to the nth degree of creativity and beauty in your melodic structures, and it's just stunning to listen to you, and we enjoy that so very much from all of you. Yes, all of you, all three of you. Your vocals are just stunning.
I appreciate that. I couldn't do it without these two. I'd just be a voice. They make all of the other
what a
melodies
voice
so
too.
beautiful.
I mean, you got a great voice. I mean, this whole concept, it's just, it is so unique, but you know, the crowd is so worldwide. I mean, it's really a niche group, but I mean, so I got my Ancestry.com thing too.
Right.
You know, 6 to 8 weeks, but we sold 1.5 million, so maybe a little longer, right? Everyone got it for Christmas, but you know, I know 3 of my family branches are from Britannia, and could be who knows. Yeah, I just can't wait to see. And
Bruce and I.
Vikings got around.
Well, I got some red-headed German in me too, so yeah, you just never know what kind of mutt I'm going to be. But
We all are.
I'm proud of whatever it is. I know we've got the lineage, and everybody should know where they come from, because I went to school for anthropology before I had to get a real job.
Fascinating.
And well, it was fascinating. Yeah. It's like, you know, the origins of things.
Did you go over the pond?
Well, you know, there was an opportunity to go do a dig in the UK, but I was just a poor 20-year-old at the time and couldn't swing the trip. But yeah, there's all kinds of opportunities, and bless the people that are finding all the cool stuff, you know. Yeah. You watch that Vikings series. I love that series. I didn't like it in the beginning, but all of a sudden it started. I'm a history nut too, so things were coincidental, you know, if they're really, but.
And what they have done with green screens and
I know.
Man,
some of those battles, my God, that was
just insane.
So yeah, we titled the show, you know, The Beat Goes Medieval, but I don't know, you know, that's not really medieval. It's what, the beginning of the millennia for the Viking history?
It was like 600 years before medieval.
Okay.
Like maybe 400.
Well, yeah, you know, I understand that.
Little known fact, before Leif Erikson came over, and Eric Leifson came over and actually discovered the U.S., one of my family members was here first, 100 years before that. Some guy named Bjorn.
Very interesting.
My father's name is Bjorn. My son's name is Bjorn.
You know, I have this strange desire and fascination with, you know, when things become final, all of a sudden you go to this big room kind of like this, and there's a big projector, and you get to watch a big IMAX screen of whatever you missed in life, you know, from the time beginning to, you know.
Love it.
It's just all too visionary. That was pretty good, Mike.
Yeah.
It's a good vision there.
Well, it wasn't without some, you know, extra thought processes.
Oh,
but really,
man.
we are thrilled to have you. Thank you for coming down all the way
Very
from
much.
Denver. We
Yes.
shared the heck out of this event as well as you did, because, you know, even though no matter how many filled this room of 350, there's always the world listening and watching on YouTube, and the numbers just by the end of the week, they're still accumulating. And we love doing this because we want to be like some similar institutions in Colorado, like the Denver Loft Sessions and Boulder's E-Town.
Nice.
So, we are entertaining sponsors.
And we're entertaining more other entertaining ideas as well, because
we are developing
for
into
you.
our third year, and we're going to get dangerous.
for our artists, that's kind of what we're trying to do. We're trying to dig deeper, maybe for you guys behind the scene a little bit, so that maybe our Colorado musicians can be seen or heard more so than they would have another chance to.
Well, and the deal with the YouTube channel, that's been seen in 204 countries since 2011.
Nice.
So the reach, I call it my science project.
Getting further.
You guys are calculating a business model. You got your branding, you got your marketing, you've got definitely the talent, the resume. So is Jason going to talk, or is he going to be? Is he going to be Silent Bob, or
I'll
what?
talk.
Okay, cool. Because
I think she had it pretty good, So.
Well, but we get to everybody. So even Mia, yeah, she's going to have to.
Mia?
Yeah.
I think I'm too short.
Too short. That's a rapper, right?
Aw. You're so sweet, Melissa. Boy, you and Jason have done so much. You guys have been writing for years. Can you tell us, expand a little bit more on, as well as the lyrical side, but the music piece of it?
Well, a lot of the music is what I call organic, and that is we're not like okay, we're gonna write this type of album or this type of song right now. It's really, hey, or even we're not, even talking about practicing at a certain time all the time, because she's my wife, and so maybe I'll just be plucking around on something, and she'll just start singing, and then it turns into something,
Cool as that.
And so sometimes whenever musicians, we try too hard to do things, and sometimes whenever you're not thinking too much, that's when the best things come out. And most of the music that we have to date is been that, where it'll be, at 6 o'clock on a Tuesday evening, and, I'm plucking around on a few strings, and she just comes in and starts singing, and all of a sudden,
There it is.
we got a song, or at least the start of a song or something, And I want to make sure that we keep that format. Even whenever we're working with Mia, it's a natural chemistry that we're looking for. If you're trying too hard, then maybe you shouldn't even try at all at that time. Maybe come back later to it, because we can overthink things as musicians all the time.
Absolutely, totally understand that.
Well, now for you, Jason, you kind of lead a double life, right? Musically, because you're really a metal guy, in a different time.
Yeah, I grew up, playing electric guitar, metal, big metal fan growing up, and yeah.
So is it, Richie Blackmore kind of went that way, after he left Deep Purple and Rainbow, he went into the medieval mode.
Right.
And, actually that was kind of what got me curious about, wow, what's this traditional stuff all about, until I actually, with work, went over to Europe and actually saw a lot of how they approach their traditional music still as an institution. No matter, if they turn into thrash metal at one point, they're still, at the pub, and this is the kind of music they prefer to play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, growing up, I knew that I would probably be in more than one band, just because I love so many different genres of music, and I was a music fan way before I was ever a musician, and that's what obviously, brought me towards playing music and being a
Influences
guitar
you.
player. And so I remember thinking as a teenager, gosh, I like all these different kinds of music, from classical to, to death metal, you know what I mean? And everything in between. And music, you shouldn't be pigeonholed, It's subjective, but it's something that if you open yourself to the frame of mind of what that musician's mood was when they were writing that, then you can appreciate just about any kind of music. You know?
Absolutely.
Maybe a little harder with some genres. I have a few genres I don't quite click with, like polka. Can't really do polka.
Oh man, I know.
It might be
But
a little
I have seen
interesting.
a polka band
Interesting.
play a bunch of Metallica and Slayer songs, which I thought was really cool.
Well, you know, well, you're from Denver, right? You know,
Yeah.
you've got Devotchka up
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I love them guys.
Yeah.
They just kill me.
That's
really,
perfect.
Devotchka, can you imagine? That's like traditional Russian
Yes.
kind of. Yeah.
Actually, it would be kick butt,
And
man.
then
I'd
and the
love
one
to
guy
hear
actually
it.
plays plays a lute, right, or a lyra.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah, those guys are awesome.
Oh my goodness.
If we could only get him on the show, man, I'd love to do that.
Okay, that's a great thing. Hey, we'll work at that.
We'll work on that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
So you know, it's wonder Roger Pennington hasn't heckled us
Straight
with,
up.
I know.
But
We got to hear another song.
Exactly, I
guys,
know that's exactly what he
I
would have
put
said.
this out that this was just going to be beautiful music, and man,
yes,
it is beautiful music. I
it is.
stop me from talking anytime.
And I've been waiting so long too, so I can't wait to hear more.
This song's called Fly Away.
Kiss the morning with my lips, touch it with my fingertips, at the closing of each day. Wish that I could fly away, away. With each fragment ball of grace, trace the contours of my face, with all the bitter words you say. Tuck my head and crawl away. Let me fly away, don't know how much more my soul can take. Lord, please let me fly away, teach me lessons, don't make the same mistake. Let me fly fists of rage and bruises deep. Your hands of hate patrol my sleep. This matrimony's gone astray. I'll grow wings and fly away, away. Let me fly away, away, away. I don't know how much more your soul can take. Lord, please let me fly away, away. Teach me lessons, don't This life I just don't understand. This world's a lonely shade of gray. Spread my wings and fly away, away. Let me fly away, away, away. I don't know how much more our souls can take. Lord, please let me fly away, away. Teach me lessons, don't make this a mistake. Let me fly away. Let me fly away. Let me fly. Kiss the morning with my lips. Touch it with my fingertips.
Man. Man, you know, it feels like you have an orchestra, a band behind you. All you guys fill it up so much, and it's just filled with absolute beauty. Just stunning, all of you. Wow.
Thank you.
We just got a message from Annie. She goes, she wishes she was here with us. And really, my reply is, well, you just very well might be if you're watching and listening.
We
you
wish
are.
you were here too, my
Yeah.
Annie. We love you, Annie. We love you, Miss Lisa.
Yeah.
We miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you both again soon. So, God
Wish
bless
you
you
were
too.
here.
Well, Mia, how long have you been playing?
Since I was 5, so
I knew that.
13 years.
It's like, yeah, since you were 5. That's amazing.
You know, where do you hide? Where did you find this beautiful gem?
Okay.
This
I have a
diamond.
story. Here's the story. I've been performing around Denver for the past 3 or 4 years, since I was 15. So mostly at fashion shows and as a solo artist. And then somehow through the fashion industry, I got connected with Raven Legion, who was Melissa's business partner. And she put us in contact. They were searching for a violinist. I was living in Boston over the summer. And then they were like, hey, we want you to join our band. So I just came back and we jammed and I fell in love with them. And now here we are.
Yeah.
And that's how we came in contact.
You guys. Woo! Yeah.
That's very cool.
That is really, that is so special, because for you to come all the way back, live here, and be able to create everything that you guys are doing, you all are you just add to each other exponentially. You really do. It's beautiful.
You're exponential.
You guys are exponential.
Well,
Had to throw that in.
I used to spend a lot of time in Boston, and you
It's
made
huge.
the right choice.
Well, I mean, I was living there for 5 weeks.
Yes.
I actually,
Yeah,
I'm still in high school, so I am
No.
about to move out there. I was getting ready. I was checking out the scene. So,
oh man,
yeah.
This gets even better. This is just a great story.
Yeah, it's great.
So,
Oh, yeah.
okay, was it, there's all kinds of,
It's amazing.
how do you get a 5-year-old to, was it easy? Did you just pick it up? Was it
Did
an
you want
encouraged
it?
action? Or
Did
were-
you? Yeah.
really, this is,
Yeah, I was given the choice of playing violin, guitar, piano, and I don't know why I chose violin, but I did stick with it. They usually start kids really early on violin, and I like to say it's because it takes you about 10 years to stop sounding really bad. So that's why they start you so early. And then by the time you're like 15 years old, then you can like start really getting good.
See, I didn't finish out. I didn't
Yeah,
go
it takes you a while.
the distance there.
Yeah, it takes a minute. But yeah, that's that. And I stuck with it.
Oh,
Oh
man.
yeah, well you're
Stunning.
definitely pro quality, man.
thanks.
This is just a
Completely.
treat for me because I have a particular fondness for, you know, the way you play.
Thank you.
That's
I mean,
right.
you're adapting to you're obviously classically trained, and you know, but the technique and the expression is just. I mean, I've loved Stephanie Grappelli. You know,
I love
that's
him.
good. See, there you go. I try to match people with, you know, hey, have you heard of? And
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it works. Sometimes they're clueless, and
Yeah.
Oh,
you
no, I
know,
love
you
it.
mentioned Stephanie Grappelli, and to a true classical violinist, they're appreciative, even though he wasn't really classical. He was more of a swing.
Oh, yeah, I do jazz too. Like that's
yeah, I
that's
can
my-
tell.
Yeah, I
I
love
can
it.
tell.
All the jazz.
And you know what?
violins.
It also comes from you. I mean, you have all that beautiful knowledge that they shared with you, that you soaked in. But it all comes from within you too. The dynamics and your changes and everything that you do or that you want or that you feel can come out of that instrument just comes from your soul. We have many folks who work really hard at trying to do that, and very few it comes so natural. So
Thanks, guys.
you guys are just stunning, all of you. Oh my gosh, your vocals and your guitar work and the violin, it's just amazing.
I just got to ask you one more question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Sugarcane Harris. Oh my God, we got so much to talk about another time. Yeah, no, this is the cream of the extreme. Yeah,
So
these are the
cool.
heavyweights of.
I
So,
would
and most violinists that were associated with Frank Zappa were, you know, Jean-Luc Ponty and.
Oh, that's who I was playing in soundcheck when you guys came in.
I
I was
knew that.
transcribing him. Yeah, he's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
I love him. He was my wallpaper on my phone.
You guys
for
did
like,
Oh
good.
my goodness,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that
I
brings
was like,
back
oh,
memories.
I want to keep her forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how they're gonna fly me back and forth when I go to college next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know.
Because she's either going to the right coast or the left
Yeah,
coast.
it's either Boston
We don't know which
or
one.
Los Angeles. We're still deciding. I still have to get in.
Oh, she's getting in.
We're working.
I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
That's
No,
left to-
Get
yeah.
into one of them.
Still have no problem.
So is it like
problem,
Berkeley
girl.
and Boston?
Yeah, it's either Berkeley.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
so excited.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what?
Good
You've
move.
got to stay in touch. You know, we want to
Absolutely.
see your adventure. We want to see all your adventures. But you know, this is exciting to see. You know, the encouragement and incorporation of such young, amazing talent. You guys are golden. You know, I want to talk about your rock side too another time, but after another song. How about that?
Yeah.
Ah.
Please.
This song is called Father, Please.
Close my eyes. Been blinded by such foolish lies. Lost or found. Pray I find my solid ground. Past grains of sand, still see you as that simple man. Through shades of gray, oh, you knew that I'd be back someday.
Been getting a lot of positive comments on the Facebook live feed.
Nice.
Tony
Love it.
Cordy of Sunshine Studios, our friend and sponsor,
What's up,
Hey, Tony.
said very cool, very cool.
Yeah, we know Tony.
Yeah.
Or sunshine.
Back in the day, in our Whisper Fiercely days, used to print his shirts.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
When he was first starting.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, you know, I looked now. They have that that really cool shirt with the Spanish, you know, the figurehead.
The new ones.
Yeah, the new ones are really cool. It's like a Mayan Day of the
Sweet.
Dead.
Tony,
Right
send
on.
me a
And I said, I
shirt.
want
I'd like
one
to
of
see
those.
that. Yeah.
And they go, oh, we only have a small one left. And it's like, okay.
Oh, great. Well, that'll work for me.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna have to talk to Tony.
I don't know.
Man, girl, I wish I could wear a small.
No, actually, you guys are so amazing. You know what? When you guys actually go on stage, normally do you dress in
Oh, yeah.
or out of? I wasn't sure what you guys wanted to do this evening, so I was gonna ask you.
This is casual Nordic Daughter.
Yeah.
We're usually in war paint. We have a wolf.
Yeah.
We have backup Vikings.
Well, you know, and I asked you
That
that
is-
I
question.
have a sword in the trunk.
She has a sword.
Oh man.
She wants
I also
a
have a
low-line
battle axe.
fog machine.
Because
Oh yeah.
I could have brought Ivan, my husky, and he would have just
Nice.
sat right there.
Ivan.
And, you know. And,
I love it.
Yes.
We're really into
Yeah.
naming animals after Vikings.
He's
Our
amazing.
cat is Loki.
Loki.
Yep. One of our other Vikings, his dog's named Thor. It's a wolf. It's a dog.
90% wolf. He rescued a wolf, and these are the
Oh,
connections
man.
these people have.
How cool is
No,
that?
that's
Oh, my
very cool.
goodness, Yeah.
Yeah.
but
That
we
is-
You should
even.
get.
Huh? What's that?
Talk about wolves. My brother's band donates all their proceeds to wolf rescues.
Oh,
is
you know what?
so
we
cool.
have a wolf and wildlife preserve up around
Yes.
Divide,
Yeah.
and that is just a cool place. Shameless plug. I love that place. They're probably not even knowing I'm going to
Rescue
say
the
anything,
wolves.
but
Yeah, they're called Lost Walk.
Lost
really,
Walks.
yeah. But that
My
wolf
friend Jean
preserve
goes up there
is-
all the time.
Oh man,
Takes pictures with the wolves.
it's a
and-
great hour. Just
It is. It's
walk
awesome.
around, and you
It's
get to
beautiful.
howl. You get to howl at the end. Yeah, how cool is that?
I'm all about howling at the moon.
Well, you know,
Right.
but
So you know what? And I wanted to ask Jason about. You are in several projects at this time. Is that true? Or
That is true, yeah. I did recently fill in for a Slayer tribute band as well, so
sweet?
that was pretty
Really
fun.
good.
Wow.
But I have an original hard rock band called Something for Tomorrow as well. It's a little heavier than this group, male fronted, but it's still very melodic in nature. Just because I consider myself a melodic guitar player, even if I'm playing heavy music. You know.
Completely.
so we're
Incredibly so.
not playing any of that music yet.
No Slayer tonight? I mean, like,
No, I mean.
I can play some Slayer.
No, because that's one thing that I love. Once again, is bands. There's so many spillover bands we get because of either references or I'm in 3 bands or myself but yeah, I mean that's what we are. The all Colorado Music Internet radio station. We play everybody. We get music submissions all the time, and we've got the Colorado Metal Shop, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Friday.
Cool. I'll make sure I send in
love
some
to,
stuff.
yeah.
Please, that would be
Yeah,
fabulous.
We got some really cool shows coming up. We're playing with Vivian Campbell of Def Leppard. He's got the group Last in Line, which is the
Are
original.
you playing in Denver or Sunshine?
We're playing the Denver Herman's
Oh
Day.
man.
And so you do know about that show coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of those shows they get over at Sunshine as well.
Yeah.
And then in March, same with Sunshine, we're playing in Denver with Drowning Pool
Sweet.
on March 24th,
Yeah.
I believe. So
Yeah. Wow.
we got some cool shows coming up.
Very
awesome.
nice. Yeah.
And hey, Tony, we'll have to get back down at Sunshine
Yeah.
sometime again too. So.
Love you, Mr.
And that's
Cordy.
it. Yeah. We never know who's listening or watching, and thank God it's usually cool people that can
That
make
are
things
always
work,
listening
you
and
know?
watching.
And
Cool
that's
people.
music's in their blood.
It
Well, that's
is. It really is, and that's why we want to hear another song from Nordic Daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Story long forgotten. Ballad of the fallen. Why do you forget to fight? All you feel is right. Wicked shadows fall. Silence fades tonight. It takes a faithful heart. Drops of insanity depart. Infinite memories they last. We cannot take inaction back. There is no honor in shame when there's no one else to blame. This fear is running through your mind, and we're running out of time. You've seen the worst in me, the demon and the thief. Innocence it fades. I am no angel, I'm no saint. Why do you forget to fight? For all you feel is right. Wicked shadows fall. Silence fades tonight. For all you feel is right. You forgot to fight. You forgot to fight.
Thank you. Wow, that just evokes so many emotions in all your lyrics and in all the melodic pieces and parts. Just beautiful.
You should hear it with drums.
Oh, yeah. It's a little heavier when we put our drummer in there.
Nice, nice.
Oh.
Next time.
Next time, drums.
Next time, we will catch you. We will get you, girl. We will get you guys.
So you guys made a video, right?
We shot a video.
Uh-huh.
We're still editing the video.
And there's a story behind that, I know.
Well,
Yay.
editing is the longest process, as we know, of the video
Oh
production.
man, that's why I'm strictly a straight ahead film shooter. I do
Yes.
festivals, I just point and shoot.
Well, fortunately, Mia's dad owns a multimedia company in Denver.
Mark Herlinger Productions.
No, really, say that slower one
Nice.
more time.
Mark Herlinger Productions. Herlinger.
Sweet.
Herlinger.
Oh, okay,
That's the
that's
Estonian Austrian.
cool.
Yes.
Got a card?
Yeah.
Cool,
Yes,
cool.
we'll get
But
it
yeah,
to you.
I work there part time.
Oh no,
Nice.
you're following my act perfectly, and I'm not even standing up and being a comedian yet. But no, really, I mean it's good. We
That's awesome.
We're looking for collaboration
great.
and there's some. There's only so many things that we can do ourselves, and we're going to have to start looking at.
Hey, hit me up. Hit
Yeah.
us up.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, very cool. So, I mean, you've got some really cool stuff going on, though.
We do.
There was some accolades going on there. There was, your senior recital.
Oh yeah, I am so excited for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is huge. I've been planning this for 4 years now. This has been a dream of mine since, let's see, well, I love this band, and I've been playing in a lot of different bands around town, but my true act, I guess, is as a solo musician, solo artist, kind of following in the footsteps of the Lindsey Sterlings and David Garretts of the world. Actually, I just got to play with Lindsey Sterling a month ago, and that was really cool.
Cool.
But so and I really realized that's what I want to do with my life. I want to tour as a solo artist, alongside the different bands and projects that I'm in. Like, I'll be with these guys forever. I love them. Which is why I'm having them open for me at my recital. So it's not as much classical music as it's going to be this epic electric violin rock show. And I'm having my bluegrass band open, my Viking band open, and then I'm headlining with this crazy night of AC/DC and the Beatles and some Queen and some Bach. We're having some Bach in there too.
man.
So
No, really. So,
That's
how
gonna
long
be
has this been
killer.
in the works? Because
it's been in the works a long time.
I know Mark Sundermeyer, and we're going to have to talk about that because
Yeah,
I
well-
definitely. So, is this okay? It's an open to the public event.
Yeah, April 15th. It's a Sunday at the Oriental Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Doors open at 6. There will be a small reception. The show starts at 6:30 with some bluegrass, and then we're going all night. It'll be super
Oh
cool.
man, so definitely feel free to plaster that group page
I would love that.
Please,
with the
please
event
do.
because
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be reminded of it personally too because
Yeah. And you can find all the information's on both of our websites. So miaasano.com, and then what's our website right now? Is it NordicDaughter.com?
It is
yeah,
NordicDaughter.com, or our shop is valhalla.NordicDaughter.com.
Yeah. So you can get tickets to both places.
Sweet.
We'll send the
Thank
links.
you.
Yeah.
I would
That's
like to
great.
attend that. I would
Please,
love
please
to
come.
see
You guys
it.
are in publicity. I think we might be able to find some guest passes for you.
Oh yeah.
well,
sounds
you know,
fabulous.
She definitely needs that live stream.
We will be there.
you know,
Girl.
I would
so
love
that's
that.
what.
That would be
Yeah,
so
we've been.
awesome.
I've been shooting at the Oriental for years.
Yeah, please. Okay,
Mark
you're my guy.
lets me in, and I kind of overdo the privilege sometimes, and just come in through the stage door. But that's another thing. Really, we like to be able to think that we are one of the few, if not one of the only, that does live streaming
Yeah.
around this state. And it sure is nice to be able to demonstrate your capabilities. And I would love to talk about maybe doing that.
I would love
Since it's
that.
a Sunday, we of course have to have a team consensus availability, but if Mark will have us, I mean, this is the
Please,
deal.
Mark.
I
Yeah,
know.
that'd be great. I would
I know,
love that.
and I owe Mark so many DVDs of all the videos I've shot at the Oriental. It's not even funny. So he's gonna say, I need like 5 DVDs from all those shows.
All right, so we're definitely going to be
But
there.
yeah, we'll
we're-
talk to Mark and see.
Yeah, I would love
we'll,
that. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge show. I'm really lucky that I met these guys. They're originally I was just gonna do it at my school, the Denver
Yeah.
School of the Arts. But then I started thinking, okay, I want to get a fire machine, cryo machine.
Tanks
They
and
don't
cryo
allow
machines.
that at my school. And then I was like,
Yeah.
I want to have it be a really big stage. I want it to be a rock show.
Right on.
And then these guys are like,
Aerial
hey, let's do it
dancers.
I'm having background dancers.
That's so fun.
The amazing dance company Dances Love. They're
Sweet.
really good friends of mine, so they're gonna be dancing with me. It's gonna be crazy.
So
That's gonna be
are you trying to
killer.
do like an Itch.io show or what? You know about Itch.io?
Yeah.
Itch.io, they're from like Boulder or Denver, but
Okay.
there's like 25 of them, and they all do something, and it's all seamlessly coordinated.
Yeah.
It's an amazing stage. In fact, it's a
That's
total
so
show.
cool.
They did it at Stargazers. There were people up in the upper levels the whole show. I mean, the whole arena was a performance by
Imagine
Itch.io.
the production for that. That
Oh
is
man,
awesome.
yeah.
Cool.
I love it.
Yeah. We're excited.
Looking forward to thinking
Yeah,
about that.
definitely. I
Yeah,
can't
Yeah,
wait to
please
see you
come.
guys there.
because yeah, like every Wednesday, these YouTube streams are, they're captured and archived on the YouTube channel. You can download them, you can chop them up, re-edit them, whatever. Because, you probably just want the music. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of talking, but it's really good to get to know you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the purpose of the show too, is really accentuate who is entertaining
Absolutely,
people in
I'm
the
grateful.
state. Really.
What makes us?
And yeah, well, and that's that kind of also is a export of Colorado craziness to the world, right?
Yeah, we're a little crazy, all of us.
Yeah, okay.
I want to hear some
You
more
haven't
Nordic
convinced
Daughter.
me yet.
We'll do that over a drink later. We'll talk crazy over a drink.
That sounds really good.
Jason wants to play another song, I know.
He does. He does. I can see. he's-
Always. The song's called Magnetic.
Bring me your heart. Bring me your love. Fall to your knees and out of the dark. Touch of your lips. Scent of your cheek. I feel so strong. I'm oh so weak. Scent of the fire, flames in my soul. Beating a flash, oh, I'm losing control. One taste of your lips is a push-pull insistence. Just can't fight the resistance. Oh, the magnetic kiss. Bring me your light. Give me your heart. Fall to your knees and into my arms. Scent of the wind, wings on my soul. Beating a flash, oh, I'm losing control. One taste of your lips is a push-pull insistence. Just can't fight the resistance. Oh, the magnetic kiss. One taste of your lips is a push-pull insistence. Just can't fight the resistance. Oh, the magnetic kiss.
That's one of the new songs we're working on for our new album that'll be out later this year.
Well, you guys have quite an ambitious schedule going on here, and you know, we're having a great, nice, intimate conversation with this nice group that we have here tonight here too. But you know, I always have to let it out that, you know, somewhere around the internet world, there's another couple hundred listening to us also tonight. So say hello to wherever and whoever.
Thanks for watching.
But so the schedule is going in. You're starting to write up some songs and get them crafted. You're going into production pretty soon in March.
Yep.
Now, who is handling that work for you?
We are working with one of the most amazing people on the planet. His name is Aru Luster. He works out at several different studios. It just depends on what microphones and equipment work best for the artists that he works with. But he was a guitar player for Machine Head during their heyday. And he is the guitar player for a band called El Nino, if for any of our Latin fans. They are really big in South America. And those guys make it work. Like, most of them live on the East Coast, kind of scattered to the wind. And
They do.
They write and then come
Get
together.
all their
and-
stuff ready first and then come together.
But most importantly, I teach his daughter violin lessons.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
That is
Amara, we love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just on the. His daughter was just on the news because she
Yeah.
goes down to the 16th Street Mall in Denver and plays, and the news Channel 9 picked her up because she was getting so much attention down
that's
there.
so
I knew.
cool.
And she talked about me, and they cut that part. And
Oh, no. It figures.
But she just auditioned to come to the Denver School of the Arts, where I go as a 7th grader. So that's why she was down at the mall. She was practicing her piece that we've been working on. It was so cute, and I was so proud. So,
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're an amazing family. I love all of them. So
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's like taking her under your wing and just watching your baby grow.
yeah, she's my baby.
Yeah, that's awesome. It is special. So tell me what else that you guys have coming up in the very near future. What have we got coming up in the very
Production.
near?
Oh! So we were just featured on Women of Substance Radio. And then we have a feature actually coming out in March, like March 21st. I think that's the date. Could be March 20th. But it's out of this folk magazine out of Belgium, of all places, picked us up.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
We're like, we'll just
Yeah.
toss it to the wind and see who loves us, right?
Yeah. Oh
So
my
people in
goodness.
Belgium love us.
That's huge. We've
So
got-
it's a folkworld.be. They'll be featuring us on that site.
Okay, very
And it will
cool.
be in Deutsch. If you speak German, you must
Very
speak
cool.
German to read the
Okay.
blog.
Okay, very cool. You know, I worked for an estate sale at one point. It's called Weekend Cash. And we found some Disney, cool Donald Duck, old comics, but they were all written in German.
Wow.
So I couldn't read a darn thing. But my guitar player,
Couldn't
his
understand
daughter,
him anyways.
well, I know you can pick a few things out, especially at Donald, but no, at Pluto, not so much. But it's really cool, though.
That's awesome.
It's really kind of cool.
Yeah,
written in the language.
we've got plans to do a European tour
Yay!
next
I'm
summer.
so excited for you guys.
So planning ahead for that.
So you all are gonna go. You all will be prepared
That's the
far
plan.
out. That is awesome.
But we're also going on another tour before that one.
Oh,
which is
where are we
this
going,
summer.
Mia?
West Coast.
Huh?
Everywhere. Everywhere this way.
Yay!
So, yeah, we're really, really excited. But first is the April 15th show. That's number one. And then
Number one.
tour.
Oh,
Is that
God,
like, yeah.
so much to look forward to.
We have a lot coming up.
Wow. you
Okay,
really
so
do.
let's kind of get into scale here. Okay, so to go on tour, where are you guys going to be playing?
So we're going to kick ourselves off in Denver on the 8th of June, and then we're heading up through Wyoming, Cheyenne, out to. We're going to take some days in Montana because we want to get some cool video footage for another video. We're going to get a lot of video footage while we're on this tour, so it's kind of
Very cool.
double-edged sword or double-edged battle axe, whatever.
Battle Axe is good.
Soon to be maybe not a tax deduction.
Oh, man. Well, we're hoping that all of the mileage is our tax deduction.
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah.
We'll see.
Hey, this is a business for us. We know that.
Right. So then we're actually hooking up with a band in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho called Heart of Vale. And they're about the same size online as we are, but they are they're based out of Spokane. And then we're gonna pick up like 4 dates with them through Seattle, Portland, and then they're heading down to Simi Valley in Southern California to tour around there a little bit. But we'll be going all the way from Seattle down, taking a stop off in Oregon for a couple of days to do some
Cool.
more video shooting around
Great
there's-
place.
Oh, beautiful forests
Yeah,
over there.
I can imagine.
I want to get some of that on film.
Yeah, that's gonna be killer. Do you have a
Yeah.
drone? You gotta at least
Actually,
rent a
Mark
drone.
Hurlinger Productions has a drone.
Oh, you need
Can
a
we borrow
drone?
that?
Yeah, we do drone shots.
Oh, you guys are
Totally.
so lucky. I might have to talk to you about that, my girl. Yeah, definitely do a drone.
Then we'll be doing Southern California, where I just met
Sweet.
through Ancestry my Sicilian family.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently, I'm really Sicilian too.
Sweet.
I don't know. Lots of merchants and wine drinkers and mead drinkers.
Well, you come from the right place. I mean, and your soul is just coming right along with it all. So it's just
We're all
All
brothers
kinda-
and sisters, baby.
right.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. We are.
So, okay, another question is, I'm just dying to know. You know, you're doing this, the style, the symbolism in your music and everything, and is there any interpretations of period music that you're attempting to do or want to do, or?
Traditional Viking music?
Not really. Like I said before, it's been very organic and in the moment, and
Yeah,
we're just
I
kind of
gotta
letting our soul kind of guide the music, you know, not
Yeah.
really
But I do
trying,
try to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
trying to be or do anything necessarily. But at the same time, you know, doesn't mean some Celtic scales aren't gonna come in there. Doesn't mean there's gonna be more rock or contemporary type of progressions as well.
Well, I add in a lot of fiddle tunes, and I'll quote some and like sample. Like I do a lot of bluegrass and Irish music, so in a lot of our stuff, I'll stick some of those in there, and it gives me an opportunity to try to make it more Celtic-y. But then a lot of the time I accidentally go back to blues, so we're working on it for this new album.
Or Pirates of the Caribbean.
I quote that in every song, and it annoys them so much. It's really
I
tough.
actually
He plays
really love
Pirates of
Johnny
the
Depp.
Caribbean in every key that
Yeah,
exists.
every key.
I like that far side approach.
That's
That was
great.
really the basis of my question too, because like I say, when I get my Ancestry.com thing back, it's like, okay, I know, like I said, Scotch, Irish, Celt. I'm gonna have to learn which drinking song to sing in which region when I go there, right?
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe down the road we
I
might
wouldn't
pick
know.
up some of those.
We
too,
really
you know,
need to
you
know
never know.
that too. We do. We need to know that
I know, yeah.
from you. Yes, definitely.
Well, I've been in some places in Irish pubs in Cambridge, Mass, where they have the clan crests on the wall, and yeah, a couple of my family are in there. So
That's so
yeah,
cool.
I mean, it's really I love that stuff.
Love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not forgotten. There's so much, even
Forgotten.
contemporary stuff that's forgotten.
So we have talked about a Herdinger fiddle. So we've talked about that. We've
Yeah.
also talked about pulling in hammer dulcimer.
And didgeridoo,
and
and a
didgeridoo.
hong, and
We'd
they are
love to have
very
everything.
ambitious.
We're ambitious. With the music too, right?
Yeah. Oh, and mandolin, because I
Oh, and
play
the
that. I
mandolin.
just don't have one.
So,
So-
I just have a quick question. In some of your writing, do you do any more eclectic type of scales, or are you still within the Western
So I've
civilization?
listened to a lot of the Nordic bands, like Helong and did I pronounce that correct? I might not have pronounced that correctly. Pronounce that. Helong. I did pronounce it right. Woo! Okay. I really love them, and what they're doing with their music is really awesome. Like a lot of their percussion is just bones, and a lot of their music just really takes it back to what they would have had 1,000 years ago to jam on. They
That
don't
is so
have
cool.
a lot of anything but drums, percussion. I don't even think they have guitars in that band. So yeah, I mean, like I'd love to bring it back to that more traditional roots. And
That is really
explore
super
that.
cool.
You just want to get rid of us.
No, these guys are necessary. It's like Viking,
yeah. You
Viking
definitely
pop.
are.
No, I'm just joking.
So-
I don't think that's possible.
But here's another Far Side thing. You're coming to the Ancient Mariner in the June, and you know they do drum circles in Manitou.
I love drum circles.
a lot.
You know,
There's a lot of good drum
just my curious
people.
mind here. You know,
So best drum
how
circle
can we
ever.
do that? Yeah, how can we pull this one off?
I don't know. We should have a drum circle.
Oh, we can pull it off. I
enough
know we
people.
can.
That'd be
We
fun.
have enough people.
Here.
Everybody want to
Need
drum?
a good conductor.
Well, maybe Mike Dale is listening, and maybe Amanda is listening, and anyone in any form of influence
So
at
we
the
just-
Mariner, Tammy Leonard, you know,
Yeah.
there's always a way.
Some of the. some of
So
the
we
great-
just got, speaking of drum circles, we just got to participate in, I don't know, how many drums were there? Hundreds of drums out at NAMM. And one night they did that gigantic
man.
drum circle out
It was
there
fun.
in the.
It was really
Do you guys know Art Noble by chance? He's just
I
a great
know Art Noble
drummer.
from-
He's amazing.
I've met a lot of people. I can't always remember their names until I see a face.
Did you see Chad at NAMM?
Chad, you went to NAMM too? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you. There were a lot of people there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
It
300,000
looked
people
packed.
to send.
It did all the pictures. It looked packed in there.
Really crazy.
But some really cool stuff too.
I got to check out those new blue microphones. They're amazing.
Ooh, sweet. Yeah, there's a lot of different new stuff, new technology, everything that's coming out these days.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? There's nothing like the original.
Oh, I usually
beauty.
play an electric though. You gotta check out some of our photo shoots. I have this crazy electric violin that we use.
Cool.
But we decided to go acoustic tonight.
Well, and
Sweet.
speaking of new things and new technology and awesome
Love it.
violins, we're totally trying to get her a Viper.
Oh yeah. Hey Mark Wood, please sponsor me.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
That would be very nice.
Wow.
Just because they're they strap on, so it'll help.
can
I have like some
dance.
crazy tendonitis, so it would help with all that.
awesome.
So yeah,
Big
with
difference,
playing is for 13 years of your young life, yeah. I mean the risk of tendonitis.
It hurts.
There's another young lady that I know here in town that is another violin prodigy and just got signed to the Colorado Springs Philharmonic at 17, and she started at 5, you know, and she's just amazing too. But she's suffering
Yeah,
already from
it's
carpal
crazy.
tunnel.
That's such a bummer.
Overused.
So is there a regimen that you use to pace yourself?
Yeah, I stretch a lot before and after I play. Which the reason I got the injury was because I just didn't know when I was a lot younger just to stretch before you play.
You just want to rock.
No.
They just don't tell. Yeah, when I was in
How
the,
many your teachers should be
Yeah. Well, I wasn't
driving that.
Yeah, but what happens is I've just done a lot of orchestra festivals, and that involves like 15 hours of playing over 2 days, and you just don't have time. So then you hurt yourself, and then you keep rehearsing, and then it gets worse. And I mean, part of me wants to say it's worth it because like with these orchestras I've been a part of, like I've gotten to play at Carnegie Hall and at Lincoln Center and at these crazy places, but also it comes at a price. So
It
stretch
does.
before you play, kids.
Now I have a question. So let's say so in your future for the next, let's say, 10 years, what do you see for yourself?
The good question. That's what everyone's been asking me for the past 10 years. But I definitely want to, pursue.
But 10 years from this point.
Yeah, I know. I want to continue what I'm doing, pursue a career in alternative string performance. pop, rock, jazz, funk, classical, bluegrass, hip hop. I do. That's all. Everything that I do. And I want to just continue getting better at that. I want to tour. I want to start, performing my original music. I want to stay with the bands that I'm in and continue to tour them, just perform as much as possible, see the world. And I want to get really good at the violin. I want to get better.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, I need
You
to.
want to get really good?
Yeah.
That's,
But you
It's
know what?
awesome.
Not only are you absolutely incredible now, but I can't imagine coming to see you in 10 years from now.
Oh yeah.
So when we do, I get front row seats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
of
we get to come and
course.
hang out with you
That's-
guys,
that's the
you know,
time.
backstage.
That's the time for the guest list for us.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put you guys on the guest list.
Up until then, we'll pay, but when it's, $500 a ticket in front
Oh,
row
man, right?
Carnegie,
Yeah.
And it will be even
Yeah,
more so.
I got to
Carnegie
play
Hall.
there a couple times at Carnegie Hall. It's really nice. That was an understatement. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
I bet it
Well,
is.
and there's some really great places here in Colorado too.
Oh, yeah.
The old
Pepsi Center.
historic places.
And I've gotten to play some of the smaller, like City Hall, and I played at the First Bank Center,
cool.
and
Wow.
the Denver Stock Show. So that was at the Coliseum. I did a few shows there. So yeah, some pretty cool venues. Oh, at Ellie Calkins for the White Rose Gala on New Year's. So some pretty surprisingly,
Broadmoor.
Oh, the Broadmoor a few times.
Oh yeah, our Broadway.
Yeah, hey, yeah. I was
She
just
just
there
played
for
there.
That's why
course.
I didn't go to NAMM with them because I had some jazz concerts at the Broadmoor.
Oh, and see, they don't
so-
tell us about that
No.
because we're independent, right?
Next time we're gonna
I know,
find
it's
out
like-
what's going
Yeah,
on. Be more a part of the
Independence.
yeah. Totally. But you know what? How about you guys just serenade us with the next 2 or 3 songs in a row?
Yeah, how many songs did you
Would
have?
be
I didn't even know how many
amazing.
songs you wanted to play.
100 songs.
'Cause-
If you'd like.
We got 5 left.
Cool.
well, you know what?
Oh my gosh.
Are you cool
We
with that?
good?
Let's
We're
do
good?
3, and then, because we're at 20 after the hour, the second hour, so, I still got more than I want to know about you guys, so, but I know people, it's like, yeah, let's hear some music, right? Let's hear some music.
They always say that,
Come
Roger.
on. Give
we're
him
just
some
beating him to it.
encouragement in this room of 350 people.
Yeah. Nordic Daughter.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Our love, it ripens on the vine. I see you dancing through my mind. Your lips caress my skin. Just a pleasure, not a sin.
Here I now,
You let me in.
here I now,
Won't you let me in?
here I now.
Won't you let me in?
My love, it ripens on the vine. I see you dancing through my mind. Your lips caress my skin. It's just a pleasure, not a sin.
Here right now.
Won't you let me in?
Right here, right now.
Won't you let me in?
Here right now.
Won't you let me in? Love, it ripens on the vine.
I see you dancing through my mind.
Your lips caress my skin.
It's just a pleasure, not a sin. Here right now.
I will let you in. Here right now.
I will let you in. Here right now.
Love, it ripens on the vine.
Very
sings. He's got that voice, you know.
Such a perfect picture. Try to deny, but I just keep fighting. Need a sip of your cup, simple glimpse, touch of hand. Now I'm a woman and I'm young. No, I'm lost in your love. Light so divine, entangled in time. I've been lost before, losing all control, but now I'm found. Mind, body, soul, tired, lonely, no more when you run. I've been searching for you. Say you want me. Say you need me. Such a perfect blessing. Still doesn't feel this dream could be real. Wanna drown in your song. Time beats, fingers frets. Now we're shedding regrets. Still lost in your love. Dancing through time with the iron and wine. I've been lost before, losing all control, but now I'm found. Mind, body, soul, tired, lonely, no more when you run. Oh, I've been searching for you. Say you want me. Say you need me. Oh, I've been searching for you. Say you want me. Say you need me. Oh, I've been searching for you. I've been searching for you. I've been searching for you. I've been searching. Say you want me. Say you need me. I've been searching for you. Say you want me. Say you need me.
Oh, I love these guys. You guys make me sound so pretty. Okay. What we got next, baby?
take the capo off. Oh, we're gonna do a cover for you. Sorry, Leonard Skinner, we're stealing.
Mama told you when you were young, sit beside me, my only son. Listen closely to what I say. If you do this, it will help you some sunny day. Take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come, oh they'll come, and they will pass. Find a woman, and you'll find love. Don't forget, son, there is someone up above. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Be a simple, oh, be a simple man. Won't you do this for me, son? If you can. Don't you worry, the rich man's gold. Some you need, my son. It's in your soul. You can do this if you try. That I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied. Be a simple. Simple man, be something you love and understand. Be a simple, oh, be a simple man. Won't you do this for me, son? If you can. Don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart, and nothing else. You can do this if you try. That I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied. Be a simple. Something you love and understand. Be a simple, oh, be a simple man. Won't you do this for me, son? If you can.
That's a great version of that one. Great
It's a little lighter,
interpretation.
and it puts a
Hey,
pretty violin in it.
I really wanted to know, are you going to do another song?
Yes.
That's fine.
Can we get our last two in before the end of the night?
Well,
We still got a half hour to go.
We have 20 minutes, so we have plenty of time.
So,
to
I mean, we got
great.
time to talk a little bit more. And then,
We got a couple new ones you guys haven't heard before.
Yay!
well,
I'm
cool,
so
because, yeah, if you
excited.
played them all, and then it'd be like, then you're going to be talking for...
Then we're gonna say, but I want to hear another one.
Okay, so let's make this, this is a fun break.
Yes.
This is how my mind works. Okay, you guys are married.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is going well already, right, Jason? Okay, so in my mind, like you said, you just sit around, you play your guitar, and every once in a while she'll come in and, sing a couple verses or make something up. It's like, in my mind, I'm going, Jason's going, the sandwich sounds good right now. And, you start making up some lyrics like everyday normal stuff that you're talking about, but you're still following a song. I don't know.
When you're in that
Wouldn't that
creative
be cool?
moment.
Isn't that how you guys do
No.
it? Okay, because if you didn't know, Nate and Laura are, Castle Raven. And so I always envision Laura doing something like that, and then Nate going, yeah, a sandwich sounds good.
No, he's
And
like
then it's-
getting on the drums. I'm like, babe, wait, I'm not ready. Let's do it. Wait. He's like, no, let's do this now. So yeah, go do it.
It was just a filler, but
I have to do a shout out, man. I'm gonna have to do a real quick shout out to Miss Lisa, our gypsy. I miss you. We miss you. We all miss you. We love you. We
know that the conversation would go a whole lot differently with Lisa here too.
It would be twice as interesting and
Yeah.
cool, and just everything that she has to offer is just so much fun and so cool, and it's a blast.
And both
With our
Laura and,
girls.
and Lisa are strong women, and I know, and that's I just wind them up and let them go, right? But I mean,
You better be careful.
We love to see. Really. I'm old. I'm past that, right?
No.
I'm smiling. I know.
Are you past that?
Nah, but
I don't think so.
I digress. But no, we're all excited for the female performers in our music community.
Got some serious metal mamas.
Metal Mama to Ash, the shredder,
Oh, yeah,
young shredder
baby.
Ash, and
Her beautiful mama.
Marie,
We love you, Bonnie.
Marie
You're an
Ellen's
amazing
son's here
mama.
tonight. Adam brought him in for,
Yes.
this is, we love the family aspect and strong personalities. I'm not trying to, I don't know, is it popular to be a male anymore, Jason?
Is it popular to what?
To be a male anymore, women are, it's about time. Women are getting so empowered and they're so capable, and it is your time, really. So, that's what I say about equality, man. You want it, stand up.
It was always our time.
Yeah, so it is. In some of our minds, it always was. But some people, how did they forget that?
We do.
But, this is just the way I know they think. And we've been trying to talk about Metal Mamas and the program that they're trying to storyboard. And, we want to, like in the blues community in Denver, a lot of the ladies that sing the blues get together and do this big-ass blues review, and they all take turns doing, leads and chorus and backup, and it's a great thing. It's been going on for years, and we have enough here. We know we can do stuff like that here, but
Man, and we're about to.
yeah. So, that's just a great thing, and so it's leading up to a point here that I really wanted to. It was pertinent because I made a comment on a post on Wastebook the other night, and it drew a response from a lady that I sure would like to get to know a lot better, and that's Barb Dye of Combo.
Oh, we love
Known her a
that.
long time.
Yeah, she goes.
Wonderful lady.
She said, I'm copying and pasting your post, and I'm going, where are you putting that? It was, it was about the unification thing. It's like, hey, this is what we're trying to do. And so hopefully, I sent her a message. I know she's probably a busy lady, but, you know, you won a featured award, right? You were an award winner at one of their events.
So we were featured. We were one of the finalists in the
Okay.
songwriting competition that they had in 2017.
Yay!
So our song "Fly Away," which we played second.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Yep,
love
that
that.
one. That one got included in the compilation for all the songwriters, along with like
Sweet.
Michael Morrow and a
Yeah.
couple of
Great.
other bigger names here in
Yeah.
Colorado. So
Very cool.
songwriting.
Congratulations.
we also do
Yeah.
co-writing.
Amazing.
Some of our songs
Good
aren't for
you.
us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it. You guys are doing it.
Our metal mamas. I mean, no matter what, we have Ash, we have Melissa, we have our beautiful violinist, so many women
Maria
musicians.
Ellam's going to shake the house after April Fool's Day, right, Adam?
It will be really nice, man. Like, oh, it is
Yeah,
happening.
you know, we unfortunately,
Bless her.
they were scheduled twice. And one time we had to just reschedule, and another time we had to apologize. And so
Things happen.
that's, you know,
but
and we're
getting
doing,
it.
that's the title of another show. Yeah, look at our Facebook calendar, because we're booked until the end of July. So, you know,
Nice.
yeah, it's
Usually
really a lot of
4 to
great
6
people from
months.
Denver are coming down too.
That's really exciting. Too.
Yeah, so thanks to Amanda Turner, and
She's wonderful.
we'll be up in Denver when you're at the Mariner. We already talked about that.
It's okay.
We're going to be broadcasting Metal Palooza
Metal
June
Palooza.
30th.
Very excited
At
for that
Herman's
as well.
Hideaway.
Something for
Oh,
Tomorrow
yeah.
played it last year. So,
What
it was a blast. It
What
was-
an
Yeah.
honor for us to
That's what
be
we heard.
called up from
Yeah, that
Southern
was really
Colorado
amazing.
to do this. You know, I mean,
Shout out to
that was
Amanda
so
and Tim.
great.
yeah, we are just so. I'm psyched beyond belief.
Yeah, there's some great people.
And then,
Up
you know,
there.
we got the great Colorado Blues Festivals coming up in June.
Gosh, we have a full schedule.
Yeah.
Just like you know, we're all just in your personal lives too. You guys have a lot going on in your personal lives as well, to say the least, all of you. And it just doesn't get any easier. Just keeps getting harder.
So how was that? How was that call for the singer-songwriter thing that the combo did? It was. I'm sure it was a long, you know, process of a couple of performances and.
I've got to tell you, we submitted our single back in May, right after it was recorded with Aru,
Okay.
and I didn't hear from them again until July or August. And then she goes, "Oh, by the way, you're included in the compilation." And I said, "Yay!"
Oh wow.
So, and then they asked if we could showcase at the Hard Rock as they released the compilation CD, and so we did.
Oh, that's
Very
it was
cool.
fun.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Yay!
it's a blast.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And Barb's awesome.
Well, I know, you know, we've had messages back and forth for about a year or so already.
You guys are members, right?
Of
Combo?
Actually, no,
No.
but you know, I'm ready to hang out with some cool people like that, because really,
They're great.
the music business organization. I mean, we try to do this here locally and try to give advice here and there as we can, and
Yeah.
you know, do some mentoring and stuff. We have some of the veteran people in the music community for the last 30 years here in Southern Colorado come in and talk and encourage, and you know, she's one of them. Lisa Carnes is one of them. You know, we have a lot of great people here, and
Nice.
the thing is, with Combo, I think the business
interesting.
of music needs to be indoctrinated across the state, because it's pretty much the wild, wild west here, isn't it? You know, negotiating deals for here and there and everywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the challenge in the music industry as a whole.
Well, you know,
It's pretty much like the Wild West. It's
I
like the last
surely-
industry that really is like.
Yeah, I mean, I surely don't even want to think that, you know, I'm not a promoter, by, you know, no way. That's work. And
That's a
you
lot of
know,
work.
you don't make friends that way either. So you know.
That's what we started out doing about a decade ago.
Is promoting.
that's
We
how
did
we
too.
met.
That was a great
We
segue
did
to that
too.
story, wasn't it? I was thinking here.
Yeah.
I was drawing you in.
We even did some festivals at Civic Center Park up in Denver, and
Yeah.
I did. I started the Rocky Mountain Local Palooza in 2001, and that went
Cool.
all the way through 2013 as an annual event. And at the end, you know, it was like 4 stages.
So you did
Sponsored
that
by
every
Toyota,
year.
Car Toys, and you know, Go Fast and stuff like that. And in 2012, we decided to start ramping things down, and because we were putting so much time into promoting everybody else, that we didn't have time
To promote
to play
yourselves.
music, to just be
Exactly.
a musician. And so we started wrapping that up and decided, okay, we're just going to focus on performing at this point and put all of our energy into our heart, you know, and our soul, which is
Absolutely.
being a musician and performing. So.
I know, and she
That's
just knocked me over with a feather. Yeah, no, you know, and that's it. This we are growing so fast,
quickly.
and my new phrase is, how busy do
awesome.
you want to be?
Right? But that's
Right.
awesome. That's great.
Sometimes you
But-
get what you ask for.
You know, and yeah, that's true.
But it takes you in different directions too. So there's like about 5 different directions that we could go.
Yeah, and,
But
and that's the
so
joy
we
of
have
it.
to stick and try to find the one direction that we're still used to doing.
One direction.
You know,
Right.
you have one direction, you have one direction, and you have one direction. And I know that we would love to hear at least one more before your last one.
Oh yeah.
I'd
Okay.
love to hear another two.
Break it up.
That'd be okay with you? Mark at the moon?
Why would I say no?
No. You're good at ad-libbing.
I saw you standing there, wind blowing through your hair, and when our eyes met, I had to know your story.
I saw you look at me, found it hard to breathe. 'Cause in your eyes I see, I wanna know your story. The way you laugh, the way you cry, how you choose who to keep by your side. Do you walk the walk? Are you in it for glory? Tell me, baby, 'cause I wanna know your story.
We stayed up counting stars. I showed you all my scars. The whole damn night was ours. I had to know your story.
You spoke soft to me, whispered memories. We shared dark fantasies to know your story. The way you laugh, the way you cry, how you choose who to keep by your side. Do you walk the walk? Are you in it for glory? Tell me, baby, 'cause I wanna know your story. The way you laugh,
been writing a lot of love songs lately.
I got to ask you a question, though, Melissa. It's like, very cool primer that, you were giving us to jog our memories about topics and stuff, little-known factoids and some secrets that we might let out, but nah, I wouldn't do that. But one thing I was intrigued is you said when you're going in to record that the producer is going to go deep dive on your vocals, and I want to
Yes.
know what that means because I want to know what that means.
Well, Aru could probably elaborate better, Aru, if you're watching. But what that means is he's actually going to start from the point that we've got our songs, and he's going to help us arrange everything so that it creates space for my vocals, so that when we're playing live, it's not as much of a challenge. I don't have to stretch or push as far. And also, it means that he'll put me in the studio, and he'll work with, well, not in the studio yet, but he'll work with me a little deeper on pre-production to make sure that I'm really reaching and stretching for the notes that I want to hit, and just hitting it over and over again. And when we recorded the last album, he wasn't in the studio with us when we did the 5 songs that were not the single, the Flyaway one. All the other 5 songs, I was in the studio by myself. So I didn't have somebody that was on the other side in the booth saying, hey, you need to do it again. Hey, no, you need to do it again. I think you can do this. I think you can trill here. I think you can slide this better. I think you can do that. So I'm really excited.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah.
It's comforting,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense now, but because I'm even going further, and it's like, okay, so multiple tracks and, little
Yep.
Yes.
enhancements,
And also,
processing.
experimenting with, maybe the keys on the song to make sure
Yeah.
that it's in the right key for her voice or what's going to bring out,
That's
the
really
best out of
awesome.
her,
Yeah.
And that's
'cause
hard to
sometimes
decipher.
we're not able to do that in a live setting,
Yeah.
Well, he does that
I
for
mean,
me too. Like on "Shining Like the Sun" on our EP, you guys recorded it in E flat, and so we put it into D for me, and then he put
And
it.
then he
up.
moved it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
Some of those keys are easier to play, right?
Yeah,
On that.
for double stops and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I want it to sound fiddly. So.
Fiddly, fiddly. Fiddle-dee diddle.
I can hear all kinds of influences from all 3 of you, all separately, yet as one.
That's the coolest part.
It really is. I mean, it's so cool that your diversity in each of what you do separately just becomes so naturally heard to my ear, to your ear. It's just so beautifully done,
Well, what cracked me up the most is I wasn't going to say it until somebody else did.
I always
And-
say the
and-
goofy stuff.
No, yeah, well, I was going to, because, there's violinists and then there's fiddle players, and she said fiddle first, so it's like, okay, I'm not going to worry about misspeaking. I know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious. I was hearing all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, girl. Woo! Oh, go, girl! Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah!
How about that? There's one of them Irish bars around the corner here, right?
Oh yeah, I'll just run over there.
Love.
They won't let me in.
Well, it's cool because every Sunday they do a Kaylee.
Oh yeah.
Every Sunday afternoon, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
This is great, man. I'm really enjoying the time we've had together.
Me
Get to know you
too.
guys once
Very
again.
much.
You know, again.
We've loved it.
and-
Thank you so much for having us out.
Oh man, thank you for
It's our
coming all the
pleasure.
way down from Denver.
Serious.
Yeah.
It was such a drive. Wait, okay, so
Traffic was great.
traffic was amazing for what I've been in traffic between Colorado Springs and Denver.
Oh, I know.
It can be a nightmare.
3
as
hours
you guys know.
sometimes.
I know. Yeah. You know, they're all afraid of the toll road going in now, so they're taking 83, I guess, or something like.
Right.
Because I know I live in Black Forest, and Black Forest Road's
behind.
getting real busy now.
Yeah.
All the
Wow.
development.
Are they
But-
putting in a toll from Denver to Colorado
Oh,
Springs?
you know, that's how. I don't want to do politics.
Okay, we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, but
talk
so
afterwards.
we got 10 minutes left. So I just wanted to remind everyone that we have next week, and we're not going to be here. We're going to be going classical, actually, for sure. Laura,
We will be at the Dale J. Miller Guitar Studies for Guitar at his studio at 3617 Betty Drive. That's between
right off Academy,
right off of Academy, between
south of Austin Bluffs.
right south of Austin Bluffs and north of Carefree, North Carefree.
Turn left at the Wendy's.
Actually, you're going to turn. Well, it depends on which way you're going and where you're coming.
That's true, yeah.
But it's Betty Drive is right by that Wendy's off of Academy there, and near North Carefree. But
But it's going to be a treat to hear
He is-
about classical theory
he is an amazing
and his charity, Child Bloom.
guitar player. It's actually not a charity. It's
Okay.
actually what he's done is he's taken over a franchise for the Child Bloom that developed in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
So the Child Bloom program is a really intricate classical program for your young children, and he
Well, it's
teaches it,
also
and it's amazing. The
fulfilling
program.
our desire for diversity and also for an organization to, pair up with the show. And just it's a short month, so we only have just 4 shows, but the Dead Side, I don't know if you know them from Denver, are coming down the 21st.
Nice.
Yeah, there's going to be a party. They seem like a fun bunch of people. And then on the 28th, the last day in February, is In the Variant.
In the variant. I don't know if I'm familiar with them.
Well, then we're
they
breaking
outta
new
here?
bands, they're from Denver. So, I
Nice,
mean,
really?
really appreciate the response.
Yeah,
And
gotten a
once
lot of
again, Amanda
response.
Turner, man, she's awesome.
Cool.
We get to post on Metal on the Move page.
Always.
And I hope more people are listening.
Absolutely.
And so, I don't really have anything more to say than
have
come
one
see
more.
us.
I just have one more thing, and I just want to do one last shout out to Annie. We love you so much, girl. Can't wait to see you.
You, Annie.
We love you, Annie. And from all of us here, Nordic Daughter included, I don't think, let me just put it that way. How about fuck cancer? There we go. I had to say it.
Cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Yes.
Had to say it. Because we can do that. Darn it.
It's the internet.
I think
can do
that's
that
an
on the
innate
internet.
feeling that most of us feel, and we share that.
So too.
Yes.
I was afraid to say it, but I was gonna say it anyway.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So I'm a school teacher, so hopefully none of you at Denver Public Schools saw that.
Right? I know. I'm a guitar instructor too, so I just. So,
But
So I'm just gonna
really screw
make
cancer
a meme
seriously.
Of you just saying fuck over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the story of how we became KCOS, actually, which is another story time.
Oh,
but
got some good
man,
ones. Good
whatever
stories
time
in there.
whatever time we have left, if you got a couple songs.
We got one more left. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, one
Love
more.
to hear
This
it.
song was co-written by my daughter Aislinn.
Why'd you point at me?
Well, I don't know. I just keep looking at you. I point at him. I
I
point
am
at
not
you.
her daughter.
This is not my daughter Aislinn. Though my daughter is 16, she goes to South High School in
That's a
Denver.
gorgeous name. Her name is just stunning. It's beautiful.
I love her. Oh yes, it's me. I start this one. Ah.
Sometimes the sky is
that was my fault.
Sometimes the skies cry, sometimes the stars fall, sometimes the waves crash, it happens to us all. Sometimes the earth quakes just like your heart breaks. The sun keeps shining through. Follow the beat of your heart. Follow the rhythm all the way to the stars. Follow me. You will see, you control your destiny. Follow the beat. Sometimes the light blinds, sometimes the night falls, sometimes the world ends. It happens to us all. Sometimes the blame lands right where your soul stands. We do all we can do. Follow the beat of your heart. Follow the rhythm all the way to the stars. Follow me, you will see. You control your destiny. Follow the beat. Sifting through the ashes, just trying to spark a flame. Follow the rhythm or you might go down in shame. Follow the beat of your heart. Follow the rhythm all the way to the stars. Follow me, you will see. You control your destiny. Follow the beat of your heart. Follow the rhythm all the way to the stars. Follow me, you will see that you control your destiny. Follow the beat. Follow the beat. Follow the beat. Follow the beat. Follow the beat.
We are The Beat Goes On, global internet radio
wait.
show. with
We have
Follow
have
the beat, baby.
Melissa and I have a secret to break to the audience of
Is
okay.
it time?
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
we're gonna break it out, brother.
Melissa
and sister.
did a little secret thing that we were going, who's going to notice, right? So,
Oh, wait, did I forget something?
well, no, it worked in a couple
Oh,
of
yes.
cases.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But there's an empty table here that we were waiting for people to sit at the front tables because there was a complimentary CD there.
Yeah.
There was. Our front
Adam.
row people.
But everybody likes to sit, like, sometimes towards the back.
We have at least one more right at the front.
Woo! Yeah! Yay!
Front row audience.
Adam's kind of a backdoor man, I guess. I don't know. Oh,
I'm to each his
Really?
own.
Mark at the moon?
this guy has got the biggest grudge match going on right now with a certain bestie of his. Yeah, we're not going to keep it going because it was
Yeah.
it
let's
was
just
funny
let
enough. And now
sleeping
it's,
dogs lie.
yeah,
Quiet.
well, sleeping what? Don't tease Adam. We love our music community. I mean, these inside jokes, I mean, that made my day, man. It really did. I was feeling really down. In fact, I think, down with whatever was going around. And that came around, it was like, oh, I got to get in on this. But Adam, man, thank you for everything that you do for all of everybody too.
Thank you.
Adam's a big supporter. He's always throwing tickets around to events and being
That's
an
really
all-around
super
great
awesome.
guy.
Brian
Yep.
and Marty too.
Brian and Marty from Help
Love you
Autism
guys
Org.
so much.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice, I love it.
All the repeat offenders, I mean, usual suspects, I mean, regulars.
Right? Love it.
Anybody
That's
that
really
comes
good.
every week, we love you. You know, we do. We appreciate everybody that comes out. We realize that not everybody can get out every Wednesday night because of work, because of kids, because of sickness. That's why it's a radio broadcast, and you know, it's still the final count. We'll show hundreds of people that have at least had a reach to what was happening here tonight.
Thanks for watching at home.
Thanks.
Thanks for
coming.
everybody who
Thanks
made
for
the trek
watching.
out.
Thanks for coming out tonight.
Yes.
We appreciate
One
it.
more time, Nordic Daughter.
Yeah. Make sure you follow us on
Mia
Facebook.
Asano.
Mia
Jason
Asano.
Lycan.
Yeah.
Melissa Lycan.
Oh, that's me.
Cool. Time to take some shots.
Except not me.
There we go. Let's do it.
You guys good? Are we done?
We
are we
are
happy?